You go past that level into Mortal Online, everything else is crap.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfszeit channel. A few have asked what is the main goal of Mortal Online 2 anyway and where the game is heading. And if you're searching for a very sexy German guild, look in the description please.
Holy shit.
So a lot of people don't know what the long-term plans of Starworld are or what the long-term plans of Henrik is. And yeah, it's a little bit complicated. You can't easily break it down to this is the long-term goal and stuff like that. So later we will hear Henrik's statement, but first I want to say something. I mean, every one of us has his own motivation and his own goals and his own whatever stuff in the game. Whatever it is, if it's empire building, if it's being the best alchemist or whatever. Oh shit, I just realized I said just his and not her or his. I'm pretty sorry for that.
I'm stupid here.
But the main thing is that these motivations change over time and they're changing all the time. Even if you don't notice it directly maybe. Maybe your subconsciousness says to you, I need to do this in the game or that or whatever stuff. And you're adjusting your goals like you do in real life, of course. And the main thing about all that is the goals can change very drastically and very fast if Starworld changes something or if Starworld does something. And that's why it's pretty important to know where the car is driving. So we have 99% of game developer companies who are just full of shit, just selling shit to you. They just want your money, and if it doesn't work, they change it, they just go to another project, they just abandon their project, they just abandon their game, and it's always a big pile of shit. There are just a few game companies out there who making minus millions of dollars for each year and still continue making the game, like Starworld. And for 99% of other games than Mortal Online, for example, this is the case. You have some good tech, you maybe have a good community, whatever. A big company comes and just buys your shit. They just buy your company and you are like, do I take this $10 million or do I not take this $10 million? And yeah, that is why 99% of game companies are just full of shit. And here comes the interesting part. Henrik actually answered the question if they got offers for their tech, for example. Because I researched a little and yeah, the cluster system and the network system Starworld has is very unique. But the main thing here is your long motivation goals can be fucked from one second to another if some shit happens to Starworld. And if this is no defense for Starworld. I mean, sometimes I'm also very angry about Starworld and their decisions. But I just wanted to make something clear now. If you, for example, have a company and working for that company for 13, 14, 15 years and you mainly invest your private money, you maybe get something back. But 99% of people would have already sold the company, would have already said, this project is not working, fuck you all, I'm out of here. And what does Henrik and Starworld do? They are still here. They are still making this game and they are still here. And that is why I love them and why I'm still around and why I'm still looking forward to this awesome game. Because it's so much different from the 99% of the shit companies out there. And that is the difference. Why did, for example, Chronicles of Illyria failed? Because the developers are shit, because the company was fucking shit full of shit. And then on the other hand, you have Starworld like, okay, we don't make enough money here, but we are still have passion about the game, we still have passion about the community, and we are still here. And I get it why many of the Starworld haters or Mortal Online haters are angry about Starworld, because I also think sometimes they are throwing a lot of, I don't know, a lot of potential out of the window. But the main thing is they are still here, they are still doing that, they are still developing the game, and they want to deliver the best fucking game ever, and I guess they will. And they just need time. But I guess I'm completely drifting away here. I'm very sorry for that, but this is sometimes I'm getting pretty emotional because the hate about Starworld is I get it. I know why you are angry. I totally know it. I was at that point for some years as well. But I just wanted to say respect to Starworld that they are still here. I mean, if you look at the finances, yeah, this is a shareholding company, so yeah, you can watch that actually. And I guess many other people would have already abandoned the project, but they are still here. And this says more than anyone could ever say. This just proves the point that they really care about their game. Quality of life features still missing. Broker and stuff like that. But anyway, back to the main topic why I made the video. I'm very sorry. Henrik's statement to his future plans, to the plans of the company, and also to the if some big company comes and wants to buy Star Vault and stuff like that.
You know, there's been some interested companies over the years looking at both our tech and Mortal Online, and we had some open discussions about various things and directions and how we would see the future. And obviously, as you know by now, we are very passionate about this type of genre we are making, and we have learned to be quite good at it, even though, again, you know, it shows that we are a small company. Obviously, we don't have those infinite giant resources that many other games has in the same genre. So there will always obviously be that challenge along the road. But what we see is a positive trend, right? We see, you know, the game moving in the right direction. We're growing and hopefully taking those next big steps and starting marketing the game again, hopefully with more resources, growing the team, and, you know, pushing us slowly forward to the next level and trying to be in the frontier as a true sandbox MMORPG game. There's interesting discussions, right, with the various companies, and also we have learned also over the years experiencing how many big companies handle things and run things and do these types of games. And yeah, you know, obviously they look at the games that produce the most profits, and then, you know, how do they make that types of game or make it even better or copy it. And we're not as passionate in making pay-to-win games or theme park games with awesome stories. We want to make the players, the stories focused more. So just make an awesome sandbox with a lot of cool tools and just expand it into something unique. That's our approach more. To focus on proper game content and features rather than awesome storyline and level linear story, which most other MMOs are. So yeah, obviously when it gets clear that they may have another direction, then it comes down to, do we want to sacrifice the roots of Mortal Online and make it something else? You know, should Mortal Online compete with games like World of Warcraft all of a sudden if they got billions behind it? You know, it's nothing that we are very passionate about, right? We don't need millions of players to make Star Vault extremely successful and add more resources and just take a giant leap forward and make sure we are always in the lead, period, for many, many years to come. We'll learn a lot and you know, through the struggle, got a pretty good view on a lot of this. And as I mentioned before, I know a lot of game developers and studios in the industry, both non-MMOs and MMOs. So I have a lot of good contacts, and, you know, there's been exciting discussions with some of them. So yeah, obviously it's a very specific questions when it comes to how would we like the future to look. Obviously, my main goal is to secure Star Vault and its game for the future. I have a very set goal to make sure that Mortal Online should put, you know, this type of game on a world map, and with more and more players enjoying the game, so the game speaks for itself, is obviously the main goal first and foremost for us. And along with that, there's always a growing interest of the game. Also often comes hand in hand with a growing interest from publisher and other giants. It's always gone obviously hand in hand. And a lot of that opened up with the stress test when everyone or a lot looked at the game, like even Asmongold, Lyric, the, you know, big streamers, put the game on the map when it comes to publishers. Every publisher in the world kind of looked at the game then. So it was an interesting experience for sure. But like I said, we only need a fraction of players supporting our game to be very successful, because we are not that giant company with millions of costs every month. So a small profit very quickly generates a change for our exciting future for Star Vault. And if we are moving in that direction already, you know, then obviously we don't have that need to sacrifice game core features to give the game to someone else. You know, it doesn't, you know, it's not a thing then, right?
So please also leave your opinion in the comments. Would be awesome if you like the game, if you don't like the game, if you like Star Vault, if you don't like Star Vault, if you like that decision or that decision from them. Would be awesome if you leave it in the comments. And also please leave a like and subscribe. So special thanks to all the supporters, of course. Carmel, Professor Lukario, the Spice Gentleman, Slavic Game, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Carmel, Professor Lukario, the Spice Gentleman, Slavic Game, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Cologne, Canopo, you know the others, of course. Do you want to say the end card or something like that, or something?
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know what you want to say.
It's something like party hard, isn't it? You gotta be like, stay frosty and
Alright.
party hard. Oh, something
Alright,
like that.
are you ready?
Yes.
This guy, he parties hard.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Party hard!